Hey, and welcome back to the channel. As you can tell, I'm wrapped up like an Eskimo. She's a cold one, boys and girls. Yeah, it's like 1 degree outside. It's full-on winter at the moment. So that's probably like 33 degrees Fahrenheit to the rest of the world, but yeah, us we're in Celsius. But anyway, 1 degree, she's a cold one. Haven't been able to pump out much because weather is not letting me do it. I just don't like it out here in the cold. I've got the heater cranking down here on the floor. She's just trying to keep warm, and I don't come into the garage much at the moment. So I did build a bike, so that's what I'm making a quick video for you. I've built one bike up. You'll remember a couple of episodes ago I built a black commuter bike up for myself with a rack on the front and everything, and that was quite a while ago. It was like a year or two ago, a year and a half ago or something. And I'm over that one from commuting around and kicking around just as a sort of a local, hack. So I wanted to get something a little bit more mountain bikey, a little bit more to what I felt like riding this time around. So I found a frame and I've built it up, and it's completely built, but I thought I'd run through what I've done, and it's an interesting looking bike, and I kind of built the bike around a set of wheels basically. So I'll show you what it looks like and see what you think. And here it is. So as you can see, don't mind the pedals, disclaimer, I'm not putting this bike is not complete yet. It is rideable, it's 100% usable, but I've got a different saddle and grips to go on, maybe some different tires, and I'm definitely changing the red pedals out. It just happens to be a set of pedals that lying around at the moment, and to go get the other pedals I've got to go up to the back shed and start pulling apart the old black bike and getting the bits and pieces off that. So what do you reckon? Here it is. As you can see, some of you go, this is not a regular frame for New Zealand. It's a Schwinn CrossFit. I saw it come up on a Trade Me site here in New Zealand. Did a bid on it, got it for $1. So what attracted me to it was the fact that I was looking for a hybrid frame, and you can see the keen eye out there will notice that this particular frame is a V-brake frame or a cantilever frame. It would have come with old school canties on it, and not too dissimilar in the setup. It would have been a geared bike with triple chain rings and flat bars and everything on it, and everything for like a fitness bike. It would have been a hybrid bike. I can't remember the year. I think this is like a really late 80s or early 90s bike. I'm sure someone out there will know the CrossFitter. You can just Google it, it comes up all over the place. Pretty common bike elsewhere in the world. Really tidy. I was quite pleased to get it for $1. As you can see, the paint job is pretty damn good actually. It's got the tin badge. There's very minimal scratches on the thing. All the graphics are in good condition. Lug work, it's pretty tidy. I'm pretty happy with it. It's funny, looking in the camera right now, it's showing quite a blue, but it's more of I guess a turquoisey. It's like a green really in front of the light here, but the camera's showing it as blue. Yeah, so as you can see, high 10. It is not a lightweight frame, but yeah. It doesn't matter. Basically, if we zoom in onto the wheels here, have a close look at the wheels. Okay. As you can see, it's an interesting set of wheels. So basically, I built these wheels, had no real reason to have them. Then I thought, well, let's use them on something random like the wheels, and just maybe find a hybrid frame and build up a hybrid bike and use that as my commuter. So the story kind of goes, I had a set of rims, which are, as you can see, let's go down here, some CXP30 Mavics, which is a 30mm Aero rim from quite a few years ago. I only had the rims, and these are 28-hole rims, so I didn't have any road hubs for them. So I was thinking, well, I struggled to find any hubs, so I couldn't build them up into anything nice. I just had them sitting around for quite some time, probably over a year now. And then I thought, bugger it, one day I was bored, and I dug around and found a couple of dead mountain bike wheels that had 28-hole hubs in them. So these are actually quick release disc hubs. One's a splined hub on this side, as you can see, it's a quick release front hub, and the other one is a Bontrager 6-bolt disc hub and a quick release, 135 and 100mm. So I thought, why not, let's make up a Frankenstein mutant wheel set. So I had a bit of fun with it, and as you can see, the spoke lacing is what drew me to the build. I basically had spokes lying around that weren't quite the right length, So I figured they were about, I think they were about 3 mil too long, which made for quite a hard build. So I thought, well, I haven't done this in about maybe 6 or 7 years. I'd done a snowflake lacing, which is what you're seeing here. So I thought, oh well, let's do the old snowflake, and you know, I'll just deal with it. It kind of takes up the difference in spoke length. When you get too longer spokes, you can sometimes twist the spokes. So as you can see, it gets you this kind of funky lacing pattern. Like I say, I haven't done it in a long time, 6 or 7 years, and it's not something everyone likes. It's kind of a love-hate thing. Theory goes that back in the day when we used to build these wheels, they used to build them a lot in the late 90s. The theory was that the tension on this part of the spoke was super stiff, and down here where you normally have your 1 cross over or 2 cross, this part here and this part here is super tensioned because it's been twisted. The spokes are twisted, so you've done like a triple twist, and what it does, it makes for a very stiff wheel. So that's the theory, and it's like, okay, you got a really stiff, hard wheel that's, you know, very rigid to ride on. Power gets down quite well. And the other side of the theory is the reason why they probably phased out is because you're twisting the spokes. The theory is maybe you're fracturing the spokes at the same time, so, and maybe weakening the wheel as well. So who knows if you shorten the life? I don't really know. I didn't really race when these wheels were a common thing. When this style of lacing pattern was a common thing, but I've built them for a few times over the last sort of 10 years just for fun. I personally wouldn't race on them anymore. I don't race anyway, but I think for the intended purpose of these wheels, I thought, why not? Let's just build a Frankenstein wheel set, and for the amount of use the spike's going to get, these wheels will probably hold out for the life of the bike anyway. So there you have it. It's a snowflake pattern, or nicknamed snowflake. I don't know the exact terminology. That's what I've always called them. And quite a mutant wheel set, because it's a road rim, 28 hole, mountain bike hubs. One's a splined, one's a 6-bolt, and laced up to the spokes in that interesting pattern. So if I get a dead on side on view, it doesn't do it justice in here really, but against a good backdrop, they look quite funky. So yeah, let me know what you think. See if you've done it before. It's been around for a long time now, 20 plus years, even more. There's lots of different theories and cross lacing and patterns, but this one's, you know, relatively simple one to do. It's time consuming, but it's not hard. So yeah, so I had these wheels. I put some skin wool Specialized Pathfinders on, and these are gravel tires basically. They're like a 42 mil in size. And I just had them sitting, and I'm like, what am I going to do with these wheels? I want to build a bike up around it. And I kept hovering around the whole hybrid theory, and I found this frame, like I say, got it for $1 and thought, yep, there's my wheels. There's my wheels. I'm going to put them on this bike and build up a hybrid 29er basically. So instead of a 26 inch, which I kind of over, I thought, let's do a 29er. And this is what I came up with, and as you can see, it's okay. It's going to look better when I finish with the right colors. I certainly don't like the red pedals on there, but as you can see, the drivetrain is a mountain bike 10-speed. It's running a SLX clutch derailleur, 10-speed, fairly large cassette. It's like a 36 on the back, so 1136. That derailleur will actually get up to 42 or more. It's got a 1x narrow wide on the front with SRAM cranks, and it's got a BB30 crankset. So nice stiff crankset that's overrated for this bike, but never mind. It's what I had in the shed, you know. So you use what you got, and it's turned out, you know, very well, and it works perfectly. I got some new V-brakes that I've had sitting around for a while wanting to use. So brand new V-brakes, all dialed up. I had to get a seat post to suit the frame. Like I say, I'll change the saddle because we don't like that one. And I've still gone old school. I've kept the stem up a little bit, and I've kept it at a 25.4 instead of a 30.8 or whatever it is, an oversized stem and bar. So I've kept it with the skinny bars just to give it a bit of flex and a bit of cush. And I will change the grips on this. It's got a adapter in the stem again, so you can fit the A-head stem on. Front brakes, and overall, what do you think? So I've ridden it once. I haven't had much time because of the weather, but it looks pretty cool. It's just a classic steely. I like the colour. Once I get a bit more skin on it, skin wall I should say, like a matching skin wall, like the seat and the grips maybe match the tyres a bit better. I think it'll look quite smart. And it's just something different. It's just a hybrid commuter. I'm not going to do that much on this bike, but it's good to have just a hack lying around that you can jump on and just go down the shops and, you know, do all those bits and pieces. So let me know what you think. It's just a wee video to say that I haven't not been doing something, but I've certainly got this one built in this cold weather we're having here. Yeah, let me know down below what you think, and if you like it or not, or what I should do to it to change it to make it look a bit better. I wish I could fit bigger tyres, but it looks like I've maxed it almost down in there, if you can see. She's pretty close. There's still enough for maybe a mil or two on the each side, but there's plenty of space up top, but just down there is restricted. The fork will take a bigger tyre, but you got to mash them to make them look good. So yeah, there you go. A Schwinn CrossFit hybrid, I don't know, mutant bike built round the wheels basically. So hope you enjoyed it. Thanks for tuning in, and maybe see you on the next one. Thanks guys, see you later.